So I want to make this video for the person. Well, there's more of them, but I'm calling it this specific individual. You said I deserved it. What happened to me and my family? You clearly didn't watch the video. You went out of your way to comment to tell me that I'm in the wrong because I'm calling out police misconduct. You didn't bother to look at anything, and if you had, you would see that I was assaulted and arrested because I chose not to speak to a police officer during a consensual encounter. And even though I could have, I didn't knock his teeth out of his mouth. I was arrested for that. I was arrested for not speaking to the officer. And the officer, he lied and claimed that he was dispatched to justify being at my home. So even if he was dispatched, it wouldn't matter. I was banned from our whole town. I have to pay taxes in Gibsonville on my house that I purchased with my money that I worked hard to. Me and my wife did. I was banned, not because I broke the law. I actually have documents showing that I didn't break the law and that they just didn't want me to speak. It's posted on my, it's posted all over. In addition to that ban, my family has been harassed and terrorized by the individuals who would eventually lie for them in court. I've reached out to our mayors. Well, our mayor who knew about it, he's the mayor now. He's not doing his job. I reached out to the governor. I reached out to the attorney general, the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigations, who retaliated against me. I reached out to our senator, Amy Gailey, who decided to protect the police officer instead of me and my family. I reached out to the FBI, who hung up on me. I reached out to the sheriff's department when we were being harassed after the Gibsonville police wouldn't take action to arrest them. I was told to contact the State Bureau of Investigation, who currently has me blocked on their Facebook page. Mitzi Gunn, a person that I didn't even know until she took a restraining order against me. You heard that right. I think I'd seen her or met her like once. I didn't even know who she was. Took a restraining order against me, claiming I bother her. Which isn't true, because I didn't even know who she was. And I had evidence to back it up. But you know what? None of that matters. All of these judges in Alamance County, not all of them, many of them, the prosecutors, all knew that I was innocent. And I have the records to back it up. I have the records to show coordination, which is a federal crime, by the way. Coordination to violate my rights. But I guess I deserved it. That's crazy to me. What's crazy is we live in America. We're routinely told that this is the land of the free. We have a constitution in place. Yet my rights can be violated. My family can be harmed. We can be retaliated against. And this all being captured on camera. Yet, no one will take any action to right this wrong. But they're telling us how much they care about us. Our governor, Josh Stein, our Attorney General, Jeff Jackson, they'll make all these posts about serving the community. I'm not being affected by whatever they're talking about. I'm being directly affected by the government abuse. And let me explain to you what happened, because these people are so comfortable with corruption, and they're also comfortable with being disrespectful online because they don't just see my face. I saved really hard. I worked with my wife to sacrifice. I think I spent about $15,000 on lawyers. Doing the first trial in district court, my lawyer acknowledged that I was innocent. He said this privately, but he would not spend the time to gather the evidence, despite me asking him. He cost me $1,500 for that. And so, this is my first time dealing with allegations of assaulting an officer. Because if I ever did anything, I had no problem admitting to it when I'm in the wrong. I trusted the system would work itself out. It didn't. My lawyer refused to defend me, and we lost. I thought maybe something was wrong with me. I paid him another $5,000. I paid him $5,000. And he did the same thing. So before even going to court, I fired him. I should have got my money back, but I didn't. I reached out to the bar. I spoke with Alex Nicely. He was a lawyer. I don't know if he's still there. I gave all the evidence that's online and more, showing that he didn't do his job and that he willfully sabotaged my case. And Don Dickerson, he charged me extra to keep that money for things that were never talked about. For those wondering, these are the ethical violations. He should have been disbarred for this, but he wasn't. So for him, he got $5,000 for not doing anything. I had to call him and set up appointments to make sure he was doing his job. Now, for those who have seen the footage, it's clear as day that I was the one being assaulted. My lawyer told me that I was wronged, but then when I filed a complaint against him, it was flipped that I was just making things up. I sued Don Dickerson. I didn't talk about this, but I sued him in district court in North Carolina. Hillsborough, North Carolina. I lost. I didn't lose because my case was weak. I lost because the magistrate or judge didn't want to hear it. Constitutionally, I should have won. But she was rushing me when I was speaking, and I could tell. So, the bar complaints didn't go anywhere. Now, with John Cox, let me tell you about John Cox. He cost me $4,000. And he was so cold to me. He lied to me about the investigation. About the internal investigation the police officer said. He lied about that and some other things. The main thing he did, or didn't do rather, was challenge the false testimony from Jeff Reese, Dylan Reese, and the other person whose name I still can't remember to this day. Even though they were being coerced on camera to lie, he didn't call that out, and he should have, as a lawyer. Privately, he told me that I should have just done what the officer said, and I wouldn't be going through this. A civil rights lawyer told me that. Well, he's not a civil rights lawyer. He's a lawyer, but defends against them. You know what? If I was legally in the wrong, that would have been great advice, but I wasn't. The officer wasn't at my house for any crime. He was there because he was bored, and this has been confirmed by other officers from that night, or another officer from that night whose name I will not say right now. This person told me that he's known for doing that, William Brennan, and that when he did that to me that night, he was bored. So in other words, ruining our life, making me walk through piss because he was bored. And John Cox would not defend me. When they lied, said they lived across the street and that they saw me fight the officer for 20 minutes, despite the fact that all but 2 minutes was captured on camera, nothing was said. And I decided to take a plea, not because I was guilty, but because I was facing prison for something that I didn't do, something that video evidence proved that I didn't do, and no one was defending me. And Alamance County was so desperate to criminally charge me. Actually, I reached out to news stations. One of them said they would if my lawyer wanted to talk to him. He declined. This lawyer was John Cox, who I later found out was Facebook friends with Ron Parrish and all the other people that have ignored me. Jeffrey Smythe, our Department of Human Safety, that scumbag. He's from Burlington, if you didn't know. He served as the police chief for many years before becoming the civil rights lead for the DOJ, and then becoming the Department of Health, DPHS or DH, something like that. Governor Josh Stein elected him. He used his position to protect the officers involved instead of the people he's supposed to serve. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, the money I spent. So it was it was about 15 to 20,000 because there were other small fees and stuff. But it wasn't just that money. I didn't work for 2 years. So I was making between 60 and 100 grand doing DoorDash. And I lost that job. For 2 years, I lost it. And that's a lot of money. 2 years figuring out, and I was living on my savings. And to pull out of the stock market, I think I had about 20,000 into a stock. I don't know if you heard of Palantir. I bought it at $7 a share. Went all the way to about $200 once. And $20,000 at $7. You imagine what that could be. And this is for I had to sell out of this position. That would have been worth a lot of money today. And then there's John Cox. I had AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, I believe. I was a buy and hold guy, right? Buy stocks and hold them and let them appreciate, and then sell and do it again. I had about 10,000 in that. I don't know if you know where AMD is at right now, but it's at about $400. I had it in the $100 range. And then there's the money, and then there's the money the other money that I had to spend. That I invested $20,000 into my Camaro. So, for those of you who don't know, which probably all of you, I enjoy cars. I used to race. I put in, I bought a Camaro, put this money into it. I was rebuilding it. Now the car is sitting in my yard under a tarp, unfinished, starting to rush the work because I couldn't finish. I couldn't finish because it was more important to take care of my family. And you have all these people mocking me and making fun of me. My daughter, I'm not going to say her name, my oldest daughter, she witnessed the whole thing. Terrified of police now. She watched them attack me as I was walking inside. No child should have to witness that, especially with their father. She watched a police officer do that to me. And you know what the police did? They promoted him. They blocked me and promoted him. They blocked me on Facebook. You don't know how cruel that is. My other daughter, she's anxious. She doesn't fully understand what's going on. Was I 33 when this happened? I'm 37 now. Or I might have been 32. So we spent the last 4 years dealing with this. And here's the thing. I don't expect people to care. I expect the government to care because they're getting paid with our tax dollars. And so to you, these random people, I may just be a broken record. But this is the only thing that I know after being wronged. And I will continue to fight until these people are held accountable. I don't care how long it takes. These are children, an innocent woman and an innocent man. I notice that a lot of these people too that are making fun of me, they claim to support Jesus Christ. I can tell you something. Jesus would not condone this. And it's funny to me that we celebrated Martin Luther King Jr. recently, the day the very people celebrating he would not like. But we all know it's for show. This is the world we live in, and we have people that are so comfortable with police misconduct. Something's got to change.